Hello, our SeptaSOAREous.
I'm Septa.
I'm Soar, and this is us.
SeptaSOAREous.
Rex. And today we bring you NO by BTS. We've been seeing clips of it here and there throughout the Rise of Bangtan, and we figure now is the time to check it out.
Yes, and we've been excited to check this one out for a while because I think there was also like a sneak peek of it in another BTS video that we watched.
Yeah, and I think we actually commented on it, and then we were told that it challenges the status quo of the time. We are really interested in checking it out and kind of seeing what they say and what they do. We have like a vague idea of it because we've seen it off and on throughout the videos that we watched, but finally it's time to see it in its full. Yes. We actually have a new music video out on our music channel. It's for our song Sidewinder. Yay. If you want to check that out, then I will have a link for it in the description. And we also we're going to be having at least a video come out that is Fall Out Boy and RM. I think RM did like a remix of Champion by them. So we're going to have that coming out on our Patreon. So if you want to check that out, that'll be over there. If you decide to become a patron or something, we are doing our best to create content specifically for you all. The uninterrupted version of this video will be there, plus the pause video and some other videos. We have like a Panic at the Disco one over there that we don't have anywhere else, and so on. So if you want to check that out, then please do.
Yes, there are benefits to the Patreon, but we will continue to spoil all of you here on YouTube.
Yeah, balancing act. We're trying to spoil everybody.
Yeah.
Because we appreciate everyone so very much.
Yes, we do.
But before we get into this video, get ready, baby. You get ready, baby. You tell them. You tell them, baby. Let's go.
You know what you gotta do. You gotta hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and make sure that you click that notification bell so you know when we drop a new video.
Beautifully done, my love. Well done. Beautiful, my love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And let's get into this. So satisfying. Take the red pill.
BTS, we dropped the second ball. CS, the revolution just started again. 좋은 집, 좋은 차, 그렇게 행복일 수 있을까? It's up in flow to the sky. 부모님은 정말 행복해질까?
없어졌지 쉴 틈도 없이 학교와 집 아니면 PC방이 다인 집 파티 같은 삶들을 살며 1등을 강요하는 학생의 꿈과 현실 사이에 이중간첩 우리 공부하는 기교를 만들고 누구 1등이 아니면 나고로 구분 쉽게 만든 건 틀에 가둔 건 어른이란 걸 쉽게 수고할 수밖에 단순하게 생각해도 야구 강의 시간에 친한 친구도 밟고 올라서게 만든 게 누구라 생각해 어른들은 내게 말하지.
Oh man,
I know. It's
so good right off the bat.
It's so good.
You come in with like the strings and everything. You have like Jungkook come in with like bars. Bars. It was bars. Just absolute bars.
And then Suga was right there.
Suga, exactly, just
with more
follows
bars.
it with bars for days. I feel like I'm like in a soap dispensary. There's so many bars. I don't even know what to do with all these bars. It's amazing. I'm loving it. And like the way that they flow into all the transitions and everything is just exactly what I want.
I love the visual aspect of it so far.
It's really cool. I've always been kind of a sucker for like a really clean aesthetic. It like kind of shows in like our album art and stuff like that. It's just what I really like. So I'm really enjoying the aesthetic of the video.
Yes. And I'm not the biggest fan of like all white everything. But I feel like it is very striking when it comes to music videos. So I am a fan of it in that sense.
Yeah, like in an artistic sense. Not as much
Exactly.
as like I'm gonna hang out in an all white room. I want my entire house to be just completely white with white fabrics and everything.
Yeah,
No, thank you with that.
No, thank you with that.
Exactly.
I can't even wear white clothes. I cannot. It does not look good with my skin tone.
That's not true. That's a lie. It's just her opinion, guys. Don't let her get away with that.
But I really do like the all white, and it's striking, especially the effort they put into the classroom scene.
Mm-hmm.
They painted all of those desks and just everything.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, and it makes it super bright, and it really helps convey that conformity
Right. Yeah.
right off the bat.
That exactly. So that's what I was thinking when I was like, it's like sterilized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of what they want. Is
Yeah.
that like conformed, sterilized, picture perfect type of deal.
힘든 건 지금뿐이라고 조금만 참으라고 나중에 하라고 Everybody say no 더는 나중이란 말로 안돼 더는 남의 꿈에 같이 살지만 We roll We roll Everybody say no 정말 지금이 아니면 안돼 아직 아무것도 해본 게 없잖아 We roll We roll We roll Everybody say no
Oh, sorry, I was vibing so hard.
I
It's
know.
not about that chorus though.
It's so catchy. They
Oh,
did a
man.
really good job.
Yeah, incredibly catchy. And they also have like a really good pre-chorus leading up to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the pre-chorus can like slow things down, but I don't feel like it did this time. I feel like it just builds it so nice into it. And then like I really like it because like the tempo for like the verse, at least like lyrically, is kind of like a quick paced.
Yeah.
And then you get to the chorus and it kind of just like slows it down.
Yep. And
Feels
you,
like
you
more
hit
of a
that
groove.
Yes.
It was a really smart choice. I like it a lot.
It was. That's some ear candy.
Mhm. I like it a lot. I really, really like it.
Me too.
먹고 싶어 켜봐 찍고 싶어 make money good money 벌써 삐딱한 시선 막연한 뿐인 통장 내 불행은 난도 초가지 공부하는 한숨 공장 계속되는 돌려막기 어른들이 하는 고백 너네 참 편한 거래 분에 넘치게 행복한 거래 그럼 이렇게도 불행한 나는 뭔데 궁금한 대화 주제가 없어 밖에 나 같은 내가 넘쳐 똑같은 곡도같이 인생 도대체 누가 책임을 져줘
Okay. That was a really cool scene. And I love them walking down the stairs and the blinding light with the strings on the
I
sides.
know. I was going to mention the strings because obviously the strings in the track are like one of the most prominent parts of the track.
Yes.
And then having them down the sides right there. Yeah, I like it a lot.
I like it too. But I have to say, if I was filming this video, I would have fallen so hard
Absolutely.
down those stairs.
Right.
I
Yeah.
was blinded from here. Can you imagine?
Be like right next to the light.
Yes. And it's shining in your eyes too. You just be like, there's a step here. And many more after it, but I can't see them
They
because
would
they're
have to,
all
like-
white.
They would have to CGI you in so that like you don't destroy your ankles or something. Fall on your butt
Or
and just
break my tailbone again.
Yeah, exactly.
My toes.
Yeah.
And I had a handrail that I ripped
Yes.
out of the wall, but they had no handrails.
It would have been done. It would have been over. It would have been so sad. Breaking news. Septa is no longer in the group. She has broken her butt bone filming her new music video, N.O.
People just have pictures of me and they like put like a get better soon stamp like over my butt.
둘은 내게 말하지 힘든 건 지금뿐이라고 참으라고 나중에 하라고 Everybody say no 더는 나중이란 말로 안돼 더는 남의 꿈에 같이 살지만 We wrong We wrong Everybody say no 정말 지금이 아니면 안돼 아직 아무것도 해본 게 없잖아 We wrong We wrong We wrong Everybody say no Everybody say no
I like how they just like get in there with them.
Everybody say no Everybody say no Everybody say no
I loved it.
I loved it too.
I loved it a lot. It was so good.
Yeah, I really liked the snippets that we had heard
Yeah.
in Rise of Bangtan,
Mm-hmm.
and hearing it all together. I just love it.
Yeah.
It's so catchy.
So catchy. I couldn't help but sing to it. So nice.
I know.
And like the video was just really nice too. The aesthetic, everything, the dancing at the end, really enjoyed that. I loved it. I liked how they had a little bit more melody and stuff in it, more singing.
Yes, I definitely enjoyed more of the melody and harmony aspect. Sounded a lot more vocally like they're finding like their flow as a group.
Kind of what to do with everybody and piece them together,
Yeah.
you know, into a song properly. Yeah. Like you kind of said earlier, it's just like it gives you a glimpse into the future of like where they're going to go with everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
It really does. I do remember you guys saying in the comments to remember the like nice house, nice car, rings and stuff
Oh, right.
that they had referred to before.
And No More Dream.
Yes, and that just that they harken back to that multiple times through their lyrics in future works.
Mm-hmm.
And we see it in the very intro here
Mm-hmm.
because it's nice house, nice car. Yeah, so it's just like the material things don't bring happiness. Okay, in Soul to the Sky, would the parents really be happy? So I was definitely missing out on context there.
Yeah, I didn't really know what they were talking about, but it makes sense in context of the song.
Yes, and Soul to the Sky was a university reference.
Yeah, and of course we touch on that with Rise of Bangtan,
Yeah.
chapter 3, when they were talking about how that's kind of what they expect over there is everybody go to university, get a really good education. So of course they're just kind of asking if parents would really be happy if their child went to these universities, whether or not the child was depressed from pushing so hard to do this or not.
And then also, depending on where you live, your kid's going to be far away, maybe.
True, yeah.
And then Dream has disappeared without even a moment to breathe, living the same lives on a running wheel of school, home, and PC ball. Pressure to be number one, the students become double agents between dream and reality. Who are the ones that made us into studying machines? That the ones who categorized us into number ones and stragglers and locked us in a trap are the adults who can't help but agree easily, even if we think simply under the rule of the law of the jungle. The ones who made us step on even our close friends to climb up. Who do you think they are? What? The adults tell me that the suffering lasts only momentarily now, that I should endure it a little more, that I should do what I want to do later. Everybody say no. And I can definitely see what they're referring to there, because obviously the pressure is to be top in the class, and it's a class of your peers and your friends, and that means that you would have to climb above them.
Pretty much, yeah. You have to like step on
Scholastically.
them, you know, and
Yeah.
you don't really want to do that. I feel like you should more want to lift them up and help them and try to make everybody achieve number one. Even though like you know, not everybody can be number one, but instead of you yourself being like, I need to be number one, it should be like a group effort of everybody trying to lift everyone up and become the best that they can be.
And I know that I've definitely heard you just have to get through this. It's just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then you can do whatever you want to do.
That's what they say, and then you get through it, and then everything still sucks. That's exactly what they do every single time.
I know. They were talking about the monotony of, the running wheel of school, home, and then the gaming cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're an adult, it's just work, home. And once you get home, you figure out dinner.
Just work, home life, sleep. Work, home life, sleep. Work, home life, sleep.
Yeah. And then we burn the midnight oil and do stuff like this.
Yes. And that's the only way you can make it work, right? Is if you sacrifice sleep or something else in order to do your hobbies and do stuff that you think is fun. You have to do that, which really sucks. I don't feel like life should be that way, but that is how it is, you know? A constant cycle, and then you try to shoehorn in some fun stuff here and there.
Yep. The word later can't do anything anymore. Don't live your life by being trapped in someone else's dream. It really is now or never. There's nothing we've even tried yet. We roll, everybody say no. Every time I read the we roll, I'm like,
you want to roll. You want to roll with them.
Exactly. Nice house, nice car. Could such things really bring happiness? University, would parents really be happy? I want to live idly, meaning to play, chill, and eat. I want to tear apart my school uniform. Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
We
one.
didn't even have school uniforms, but if we
No.
did, it would drive me crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I did
there's
have
no,
a school uniform, I would have burned it.
yeah, there's no form of like self-expression when you have to wear a uniform. You can't wear the clothes that you want to, or the makeup you want to, or wear your hair how you want to, and it takes away personality.
Yeah,
you know?
it's it takes away that individualism, but then I know that they do that on purpose in the schools so that there are no distractions from learning.
Whatever. That's stupid. Whatever. Yeah. There's really no distraction. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
goofy.
I don't recall it ever really being a distraction.
Ever.
And I did some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Even like we had specific days where it was like it's 80s day, and you would come in dressed 80s with your hair all crazy, and like you talk about it and how cool everyone looks and stuff, but that didn't interrupt from anything. Everyone just looked really cool while learning about math.
Make money, good money. My views already skewed. My bank account only filled with vagueness. My unhappiness exceeded its maximum limit. A studying sigh factory. I keep digging a hole to fill another. Referring to debt.
Yeah.
The adults make a confession that we have it so easy, that we are happier than we deserve to be. Then what am I who feels miserable like this? There's nothing to talk about together other than studying. Kids like me overflow out there, the same lives of puppets. Who's going to take responsibility for our lives? The adults tell me that the suffering lasts only momentarily now, that I should endure it a little more, that I should do what I want to do later. Everybody say no. That whole part made me think of you being miserable and then them saying, this is the best time of your life.
Yeah,
You're way
so-
happier than you deserve to be.
Yeah, I know. And like now that I'm almost 30, it's like the happiest I've been. And I don't miss anything about school. Literally nothing. Do not care. Everyone's like, well, yeah, but like that's when I saw my friends and blah, blah, blah. Bruh, I can see my friends whenever I want. I can literally do whatever I want now. School did nothing for me when it came to happiness, creativity, or willing to be alive. Sure, it taught me how to live. I can add numbers together. I know how to read. That's amazing. Other than that, it did nothing for me. It got me into the workforce, which it was designed to do, and I have done that. And now I'm happier outside of school.
That's fair. But I do think people benefit from a general education. The word leader can't do anything anymore. Don't live your life by being trapped in someone else's dream. We roll. Everybody's saying no. It really is now or never. There's nothing we've even tried yet. We roll. Everybody's saying no. No. So I definitely think that a lot of young people and adults can relate to this message. Young people specifically for the education aspect of it, but then adults just for the monotonous and conformity of it. Because when it comes down to it, I feel like it happens to everybody's life, or just about everybody.
Yeah, in like one aspect or another. It could be like a hobby, it could be work, it could be really anything that you do. Once like the repetition hits is when you can feel like, yeah, it's just really monotonous.
I think that it was a really good message, and I'm glad that they decided to challenge the status quo. And I think that it's good for people to focus on things that they are passionate about. A lot of the times you will have to do other things, obviously, to make ends meet or what have you, but it is very important to feed your soul.
I really enjoyed the strings. It was my favorite part about the entire song. I mean, besides them themselves, like instrumentally, the strings were really good.
Agreed. I am a fool for some strings.
Every time. I know. Same. I love strings so much. It makes things so epic.
I know. It makes me want to go I'm just going to go to the pawn shop and I'm going to get a violin again.
Okay. Give me one, too.
Okay.
It's been since 4th grade since both of us, right?
I think for me, it's been since 6th grade.
Oh, yes, 6th grade. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. It was the end of elementary school.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to stop in junior high because the class conflicted with choir.
Oh, I flip-flopped to guitar. Yep, that's when I started playing guitar.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, it would be really cool to do some stringage. Sounded really good, per usual.
Yes. I have come to expect very good production from them.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a thing at this point.
They know what they're doing. They balance everything. And it creates such a good soundscape. It's always very full and enjoyable.
It's like full, but not too full, you know?
Yeah, it's never overbearing.
Exactly, which is super nice and not easy to do. So, like, I appreciate the fact that they can do that.
They do such a good job. I wonder, honestly, what kind of equipment they're using.
Yeah, I have no idea. And of course, this was a little while back, so I would love to see their progression. Because, like, I know they didn't have a whole lot of money, at least then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious what they were using then and then, like, what they're using now.
Yes. I wonder if they have anything on that. If you guys know, I know that there's some behind the scenes where we can see them working on songs. If you know, if there are videos that show early production work and equipment versus new production work and equipment, I want to know if much has changed or not. But like that dancing though.
Yeah, I like how it started at, like, in the classroom.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that was more of like more of acting than dancing. But by the end of the song, they were dancing and like fighting the system.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that they portrayed that really well through their movements and everything that was going on.
Once the choreography really started to kick in, it was really good.
Yeah.
And then I love that, like the showdown at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I loved it.
Me too.
They did such a good job.
I kind of like the fact that the first half was in the classroom and then it flip-flopped to them outside of it. They like came down the stairs and then it was like that battle between them basically.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it just flowed really nicely and they could put their all into the dance performance at the end.
Yeah.
instead of trying to do like a whole performance and then with a highlighted section like they usually do.
Yeah, I really appreciated that, how they left the room for the storytelling, which we see later in like Fake Love and Black Swan.
But yeah, ultimately just like the entire music video. I just loved all of it.
Yeah, it was really good. And then I loved their wardrobes. It was
Mm.
the perfect choice. They had like the uniforms initially, and then they broke out into like their cool clothes with some blingage. And I thought it was interesting that they decided to keep it all with that stark white. It would have been so easy for them to do like a huge contrast.
Do like a bright red or literally any color, honestly,
Yeah,
to kind of like flip flop it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they could have done that, but they kept with the stark white the entire time.
I wonder if it was like, because the way I would think about that is where like, I know you want me to be this way, and that's fine. And if you want me to do that or whatever, I'll give it a shot, but let me do it in my own way. They went from being exactly what they wanted to being like, look, I'm willing to like, I know I need to do these things to succeed and progress. I get that, but let me do it my own way, please.
I think it's like a visual representation of the fact that everything else stayed the same, only they changed.
It was really good. I loved it.
Yes, it's a great song, great video. Adding that one to the playlist.
I need some shoulder rolls while I'm going to work.
Exactly. You know, help wake you up in the morning.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of the video and the song, though.
Yes. Tell us what you thought the first time you heard this song.
How did it make you feel? Do you relate to it? Do you not relate to it very well? I'm curious.
Yeah, I know everybody's experience with education systems is different, especially all around the world. So share some of your stories with us.
But until next time,
We love you.
stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.